Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Well, here it is, guys. Just like I promised, another kit comparison. Classic kit versus modern kit. And the purpose of this video is we're going to see how many custom parts still exist from this original kit in the most recent kit. So we've got a 63 here release, and we've got a 2020 release of the same car, basically. Now, this kit here, I bought last weekend at the model car swap meet, but it was just in a bag. There was no box. I got to scrolling on eBay, come across a box for the 63 Impala, and empty box, not a bad price on it for the shape that it's in. So, I might as well pick that up. I know it's not original to the kit inside it, but it just makes a nice piece. The box is full now, got some weight to it, and we're ready to do this comparison. So without any further ado, guys, let's dig into it. We're going to start with this one, and I'm not maybe go through this one as thorough as I'm going to do this one, because we're just doing a comparison to see what kind of custom parts they still have in there. One difference I seen, this here says, and I'm going to get my pointer over here. This one says 3-in-1, stock custom, advanced custom. This one says 4-in-1, advanced customizing kit, stock, drag, custom, and advanced custom. So we're going to see if that 4-in-1, the 4 there, really means a whole lot different, or they just, or what that means at all. So we're going to get into this one just a little bit. First of all, let's look at the classic here. 1963 hardtop, advanced customizing kit, an authentic AMT 1/25th scale model. A useful plastic modeler's tool in every advanced customizing kit. That's pretty cool. You have front and rear molded styling parts, AMT body filler putty, and sandpaper. 3-in-1, stock, custom, advanced, custom. Now, guys, to be honest with you, when I first got this box in the mail, I was quite thoroughly confused at first, till I started doing some research and I learned something on this thing. Because as you look right here, we're just going to walk around the box here. So look at this front panel here first. It just tells you again the advanced customizing kit, and just shows you all this stuff here, many design variations. But even as a custom car, I get to looking at this thing and said, my, that looks strangely like a Thunderbird. And this here looked like could be like a Thunderbird. Even with it is a customizing kit, the body shape itself just wasn't lining up in my mind right. And I've started scratching my head. Is this really a box for a 63 Impala? But you look on the end, well, look, there it is. 63 Advanced Customizing Kit, Chevrolet Impala Super Sport, 3-in-1. Kit stock number 6723-200 by AMT. So, I mean, there it is in right there in color. And as we walk around this side, now you look here, it's a stock engine, but that wouldn't be the engine that they put in the 63 kit, or so I thought. So I got some questions answered as I went along, and what I found out is they used this box art right here, the basic box art. Top panel, side panels were all the same. The car inside actually was denoted on the end. That's the one that determined what was in the kit. So these pictures on here, it's not showing you can customize this 63 Impala to look like this. So that was really confusing to me till I did a little bit of looking. And if you look right here, it's got models available. Bring it in where you can see it. Ford 500XL Sports Hardtop, Buick Electra Hardtop, Chevrolet Impala Super Sport Hardtop, T-Bird Hardtop, and the Fastback Mercury Marauder. This was one standard box art, and the only thing that denoted what was in the box was on the end. So, because at first I got to looking at this like, was this just an advertisement for another kit that you could get? But once I started looking around, put it all together, that's just how they did it. Standard saved on some art. All I had to do is change that on the end, I guess. So, all right, now got that ironed out. So let's we've walked around the box here. I just showed, let's just look on the end here. I kind of skipped some of this, but just shows you different customizing, front ends, rear end stylings, and the array of custom parts you can get. Stock engine. Look at this, AMT's customizing team. Alexander Brothers, George Barris, Bill Cushenberry, Dean Jeffries, and Gene Winfield. And like I said in another video, I actually met Gene Winfield at one point in time. Really nice guy. Had a good conversation with him. And then Carcraft Magazine Design Consultants. There they are. So all these parts were designed. All the stock and custom parts found in our regular customizing kits, plus molded front and rear styling parts, all designed by our customizing team. So, and then there's that ad again for that cool AMT candy color and AMT lacquer paint. So, for that finishing touch. All right. So, enough of that talking now. Let's crack this thing open, check and see what we got. So, here is the instruction sheet. AMT Corporation, box 400, Troy, Michigan. And let's get a copyright on this thing. I think I showed that in my other video. But let's just look at it to be official as I fumble with it. Right here. Let's see, right there. It's going to cooperate. Yep. Printed in USA, AMT Corp, 1963. So there it is, 1963. All right, so let's just kind of take a quick look at the instructions here. So there's your 3-in-1 Advanced Custom, Stock, Competition, Advanced Custom. It's pretty cool stuff, guys. Basic assemblies. Now see there, it's showing your 409 engine in there. So that on the box art is just basically just a basic, letting you know that it does come with an engine. Now this one here would have had like door panel, maybe seat material, but that is not in this kit. It was long gone, apparently a long time ago, somewhere along the way. So it would have come with stickers like for your upholstery. And then just here's your your competition interior with the roll bar and all that good stuff there. And moving on to your wheels. And then here you're got the white walls, applying the white walls. Now these are actually was still with this kit, so we'll show them here in just a little bit. And then different wheel options there. There's your body assembly. Again, just all laid out here step by step for you on these old instructions. Pretty cool. They get an ad for AMT accessory packs. You get, it's kind of cool right there. Just kind of shows you some different, that'll focus for me. Wheels, tires, 283 and 421 engines. Chevy and Pontiac, Corvair, and 413 Chrysler engines, so on and so forth. Yeah, so you got different tool in every kit, so you always come up with something. And I don't know if this one denoted that it had a file handle in this one. I don't know if another instruction sheet maybe had been different. I don't know that for a fact. And then there's your stock final assembly. It's your tail lights there. There's your screws with a screw bottom, license plate. And then on the back side here, get your competition, final competition assembly, final custom assembly. There it shows you like a front roll pan there. It's got some skirts, and we'll see all these in the kit here. And then your final rear end assembly there, custom. Got a deck scoop and I say your rear roll pan and everything. So, and then there's just some ideas for instructions for filling, sanding, painting, and then more your advanced custom, getting into your more deeper customizing stuff right there. Your wild, crazy, asymmetrical parts there. Rear roll pan. And then there was one for the front right here, that oddball shape. So, walk around the instructions there. So that's pretty cool, guys, that the instruction sheet was still there. So we'll set that off to the side. Now let's just go ahead. Now here, this would be those white walls. Obviously, not good for anything but talking about now. It's kind of cool that they still survived all that time. So those will just stay on the backing and be a part of history. Now I had thought about it, but I didn't strip this paint, but I will strip this paint off of here eventually and throw it back in the box, but I did not get the time to do that now. But so you got your chassis. So still nice and very sturdy plastic back in the day. It seems like even more sturdy than today, obviously, but there's your chassis and of course your body. Nice clean lines on that. Of course, this was a brand new mold. Been released in '63. There's where you'd put your taillights in behind there as I knocked the camera over. So nice looking body there. Interior pan. Now something interesting about these old interiors on these guys is, check this out. It seems like they use the same interior to cover the hardtops and the convertibles. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I think Johan might have done the same thing too, if I remember right. But so there's your interior bucket. And again, mainly a lot of this stuff is off of the sprue and in bags. So mainly I want to look at the custom parts, because you know you can do it stock, so your stock parts are going to be the same. Here's the tires. I put them in a bag because they've already claimed the lives of a few pieces in here, and so I put them in a bag so they could do no further damage, and we kind of got them locked up and put them in their place for a while. So there's the tires, and then of course they're just the bags of parts, and again quite extensive for the video without trying to drag it out too terribly long. But the engine, somebody had started the engine, put the custom manifold on it there. Okay, so to start with the custom parts, we got our roll pan. There's a front roll pan there, and some of this stuff is still on the sprue. So here's a stock hood, and here's that asymmetrical, I think that's the front. I think that's the front end. And then this would be for the back end. Something else stuck in there. So really kind of odd. So it'd be kind of, you'd set it on here like this. Like that. Very, very strange idea. I don't know, but that's how they did it. So then obviously you'd glue this on, and then you'd fill all these seams and blend it all in together. Obviously, you would probably have to rescore some trunk lines and stuff. But, so, we know we've got these pieces here. And then, of course, now, for sakes of time, because I'm not going to dig through all of these parts, but I did want to show you a couple things here real quick. If I find it. Okay. This actually came with a little record player. And look at that. The tire has claimed its life. Look at that. Very, very deep into there, and you can still see the part of the tread that it left behind. So that part's obviously ruined, but we're going to look in this other one and see if there's a record player in that, see if they carried that on over. And then here's just a tree, had some tools on it. Kind of cool. Now it's like, I guess that may have been, I don't know, that's a gray sprue. That might not even have come with this kit. I don't know. We'll see in the other one. So there's just that bag, and there's a stray wheel in there. I kind of wish this stuff would have all been on the sprue. It would have been a lot easier and quicker to look through it. But some custom parts in here, like there's custom seat, which I thought this was pretty cool, guys. Look at this seat. As I say, I don't want to drag it out too long, and I keep digging stuff out. Oh, well, that's what we're here for. Check this out. That's a summer. You could actually leave it like that, and it actually will hinge forward and backwards. I thought that was pretty cool. So looking on down in the box, now this is pitiful here, guys. I think I showed this in the other video too, but we'll look at it again. Look at this. The glass, the tires claim the glass set is so deep that comes clear through the other side. So the glass is ruined in this, but you know, I'm going to leave it with the kit anyway, being it's original to it. That I'm assuming anyway. And then down in here we got our screws. And I only found 3 screws, so it's missing a screw for the bottom. And then your tail lights, of course, custom tail lights, stock tail lights, and the like. So put this glass back in here. We're putting the glass back in a bag. Kind of moot point now, I guess, but we'll put it in there to protect it, I guess, the rest of the way. And then just some more your headlights and a custom part grill or something, or like maybe like a lighted grill or something, I don't know. So put this back in here. And let's dig on into here. So we've just got our license plates with the year, distributor, fan, carburetor there. All right, now we're getting into, okay, there's your custom hood that would go with this front end. So it would go, when it's together, it would go like that. Again, a really odd bird, I'd say. Something like that anyhow. But an odd bird, definitely. And then here's a skirt, like a skirt for the back. And there's one loose. I guess it's over here. Dig this out. And so this would go like this on the back here. Like such. And then I guess you could fill that all in too, and just make that all smooth together. So that's what that would be for. And then of course just your dashboard. It's like a stock dash. And then here's some more. I'm not sure what this is 100%. But there's your pieces of your roll cage, part of a trophy there. And then like a little plush rabbit, supposed to be, headrest, seat belts. And then there's a rear roll pan right there. So that's a custom part. Now check this out, guys. This is the cool part. Now look at this chrome on this chrome tree. And this is one way you'll be able to tell a difference, old versus new. Because look, it's got that matte finish. It's not real super shiny, you know, like we're going to see in just a second on this other one. Comparatively, the old chrome versus the new. So kind of had that aluminized kind of almost look to it. But here, this is a complete chrome tree. Got some loose parts hanging there, so we'll be careful with that. But looks like a custom rear end there. Custom grill. And then there's your stock wheel covers, and then your custom wheels that they give you there. And then the original grill and front bumper and back bumper. Side pipes there. Some more custom parts. So this is what I want to compare, especially this and the other custom parts that we've seen. See how close these are. So guys, give me a minute. I'm going to straighten this bench up a little bit. I'm going to bring the newer kit in, and we're going to compare with that. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Got some things straightened up off the bench here. Now we're going to go ahead and dig into this and see what kind of differences we can find, if any at all. So let's open this one up. Okay, there's your more modern, obviously, instruction sheet. And these are going to be totally different. See, those really aren't even close to the same drawings as the original. Now, see, this gives you options for an engine plate. So you could build this like a curbside or like a promo style for the engine. So then, again, just completely different stuff here. So that's the instruction sheet on that one. Pretty simple. All right, let's look at the body. Check this out, guys. This is interesting. Okay, now look at the back of this. Look at this. Drop it all over the place. Check that out. Look at this. Molded in taillights. Separate taillights. Check that out. Is that interesting or what? Now, I did hear something. And the research that I did on the 63, I did not find this with it. Because I believe somebody had made a comment in the other video that they had thought the original 63 kit came with working lights. But I didn't find anything out about that as far as that goes. But I did find the 64 had working lights. And it's kind of interesting because the 64 had more of this kind of box art on it that I looked up on ScaleMates. And look at this right here. See that area? it was labeled as working taillights, working headlights on the 64. I didn't find anything on the 63. Now, I could be wrong about that, but that's just solely based on what I found on ScaleMates and some of the extra looking that I did to find that out. So, as far as I know, this one didn't have working headlights, but it's interesting that the back of this thing had open taillights, like as if you would have put wires in there, and then now they've molded them in. So that's interesting. If you guys know anything more about that than what I could find out, let me know. That's an interesting thing there that they've done. So that's one kind of big difference I found in the body, but I'd say that would be just about it. They both have the 409. I don't know if it's going to show up or not. That's very light. You can maybe see it better on this red one. But they both have the 409 badge on the fender, so I believe all of this is, you know, the same. The rest of that is all the same. So, but just interesting. And then the interior's in there. It's the same. I checked it out. Of course, the underbody is the same. So that body, that's the only thing. That's the interesting part. Molded in taillights, open taillights. So, little mystery there. We'll go on now. I've opened these bags, and I'm just mainly going to find and dig. There's the glass for this one. I'm going to just mainly try to find the custom parts here. See if they're the same. Now see this? Now see, look. Now, I didn't see one in this kit unless it was just missing. But look, there's a convertible boot. So you could actually lop this top off and turn this into a convertible, and you've already got the correct interior for the convertible. Thought that was interesting. I think one of the later models, I think the Super Shaker 64 Impala had the convertible boot in the kit as well. So thought that interesting. So there's that hood. We've seen the other one. So that's the same. Those custom seats, there they are. Get this steering wheel out of the road. So the seats are the same. So they've not changed that. I'm just going to throw this stuff back in the dash. We're going to look at it as we go, and then we'll know it's there or not there. Then just, of course, a firewall, battery, horns, radiator. One thing the other one did have that I noticed, it had a TV. It's got the TV. There's your roll cage. There's your little plush rabbit. Pieces of roll cage. There's your scoops. Yep, look there. There it is. You can get the record player now. So, if I ever did want to do one with one of these things, I could use the record player if I wanted to. So, and then seat belts. So, it looks like that tree would have been all the same thing. So, that's cool. And then, of course, boy, this stuff gets so tangled up. Is that unreal or what? Look at that. Oh, that just came off, so that's good. All right. So, okay, there's those skirts. There's the other one. Pardon the disorganization here, guys. So, okay, there's your skirt. So, you got the skirts are in there, too. So, put that one back here with this guy. There's that odd style tail panel. And then there's your front roll pan, just like the other one had. Let's say going to your back panel. Or front, I'm sorry, front panel there. And of course your 409 engine. There's just gives you a whole top end there, heads and everything in one cast in one piece. Engine, stock engine parts. All right, so far that's all the same, and I believe the other bag had this steering wheel in it as well, custom steering wheel. Let's get this bag out of the way. Now let's look at the chrome tree. This is interesting. Here's that engine plate that they give you for the like curbside or the promo style. So that's kind of cool. And then of course, you know, there's your bag, tires, and an axle. So let's pull these out. Let's check these things out. So let's get this small one. Let's just hold these up together here. What do we got? Okay, so this is the original on the bottom, new one on the top. Maybe I better hold them. Maybe I'll hold them side by side there. Okay, so yeah, this one looks Now this is different, and I'm not sure if those are pins for the body in the new one. I'm not 100% sure on that, but those aren't on this tree. These are the same, and everything else, if we lay it right over the top, there you go, everything's the same on that. So that's an identical piece there. So, but you can tell the difference. Shiny, shiny chrome, and more like a matte finish here. So that's pretty neat. That back in that box. Now the big tree, let's look at this. All right, okay, we already got some stuff laid out just a little bit differently here on this one. Let's turn this over. Okay, so you can see they've actually laid some stuff out a good bit different on this one. Original, the reissue here. So what is different on this? Okay, they've placed the original wheels in a different spot. So we've got your original wheels here. Now your original wheels are up here on this one. And then, of course, your grill and bumper and the bumper, they're side by side on this one. So what have they put? Okay, here's what they've done. They've given you like almost like an American racing type wheel, to where this one had this style of wheel on it. So they have changed up this tree on this, you know. And then where are your, let's look and see. All right, you know what, guys? I think on this one, yeah, I'm not seeing the chrome oil pan or the finned valve covers. Let's look for it on here. Yeah. Okay, look, they've eliminated some of the, it appears they've eliminated some of the chrome pieces. Yeah, because it's the only other chrome tree it had. So they've added these American racing style wheels, and they put some chrome backs on here, and they've just eliminated these, like these headers, and these fin valve covers, the chrome oil pan, and looks like this one, the new one doesn't have the jack. This one's got a jack. Does this one have the, unless I'm missing a tree, and I don't think so. That's interesting. So yeah, they've changed this tree up quite a bit. And it looks like they've eliminated some parts that the original actually had. That's odd the mirrors wouldn't be on here. Guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to see if I can find the mirrors on this chrome, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, just did a little look here. No, there's no mirrors on this thing at all. As I drop the sheet here. But as I'm looking through these instructions on like your final assembly, like here's your body. Look, no indication of any mirror there. No indication of any mirror there, or there, or there. So, interesting why they did that. And I've even noticed on the box art, even the box art doesn't show any side mirrors on it. So, interesting. So, there are a few differences, but all the custom parts, guys, looks like they are there. If you're interested, I don't know if anybody's not got this more modern 63 kit, but looks like the biggest difference is the chrome tree. Just totally different. Like I say, that this has side mirrors, which are very cool. Why they wouldn't reproduce those, I don't know. That's kind of odd to me. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it's a new one again. Shiny, shiny chrome, more of a matte, and I don't know how that's showing up on the camera, but very interesting. So if you want to do the full advanced custom, yeah, you'd be able to do it with this newer kit. And then this older kit, I'm probably not ever going to build this. I just think it's cool to have a kit that, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to strip this and get it all back to the white plastic, and then I'm just going to put it back in the box. And I'm going to leave it there. And guys, forgive me one more time. I'm going to break away, clean up the bench, and we'll get ready to wrap this one up. 1 second, be right back. All right, guys, got that straightened up a little bit. One more thing I wanted to show you on these, and I've talked about this before. I know most guys are going to know this, but maybe there's some out there that didn't realize this. if you maybe just now getting into modeling or maybe had forgotten. Here's the holes for your screws, for your screws to hold the body to the chassis. Here's the new one. Now see here, now they just have pins that go into these bosses that the screws would have gone into. So you technically could use a newer body on the old chassis if you had the screws to go on there. And so what they've done here, now see, they've just put blanks in here, and they've actually been able to complete this round corner on the gas tank right here, as to where this one's notched out for the screw heads. So if anything, this gives you a little bit more realism right there. So, but anyway, guys, that's what we come up with on this. And try to squeeze this back together. There we go. So there's your new release, and here's your original release. And again, like I said, everything that I've seen on ScaleMates, I didn't see any indication that the 63 would have come with working lights. And why those were separate in the back, I don't know why they would have changed them over the years. Yeah, I really don't know. So I'm not going to make a concrete statement on that. There may have been the 63s with working lights, but I know the 64 at one time had working headlights and taillights in it, which would be really cool to find one of those out there somewhere. But anyway, guys, I hope this didn't seem too rushed, because this was actually exciting for me to find this box. In very good shape, in my opinion. Over the years, I did have to tape the inside. This one corner was pulled loose all the way to the top, so I got it taped up. And like I said, this is probably going to stay in here after I strip this body. It's probably just going to stay in the box, and that's going to be another conversation piece. Part of history. And again, you know, like I said, you know, they're not original to each other, but it's mine, and I like it. That's cool. And we'll just go with that. So with that, guys, I think that's all I got on this one. I hope you really enjoyed that one. So if anybody is considering this Impala, if you don't have it, and you're wondering if you could do it like the custom on the old one, hey guys, all the custom parts are there. It's just got some of the chrome tree parts that are not included in this one that this one had. Mirrors, chrome oil pan, fin valve covers, and the like. So outside of that, if you want to build the custom out of this car, go for it, man. Get one, pick it up, check it out. If you happen to find one of these old ones, like I said, guys, I got this and that Nomad for 15 bucks. You can't beat that with a stick. And paid a little bit more for the box, for the empty box, but still, when it's all said and done, I only got about 30 bucks in these right here. So, you know, you can't beat that. All right, guys, I think I'm done talking for now. This video run a little bit longer than I had planned, but I think it was a cool topic, cool subject, and I hope you got it, got some use out of it, and that you enjoyed it. So, hey, guys, thank you, subscribers. If you like the video, like, please, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. And so for now, I'm going to back on out here. This is Eric from Eric's Model Garage. You guys have a great day. God bless you. And happy